This is episode 7 of the Jordan Davis podcast. Welcome to the Jordan Davis podcast. I am your host, Jordan Davis, and today we have a couple of news topics to talk about on the podcast, so let's get to it. Number 1, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting picked up for season 7. Now, when I heard this news, to be honest, I was pretty shocked because I thought in season 6 that would be the last season. To me, season 5 really saved the show. And maybe that was because it was in space, you could do new things, you weren't held down by the MCU trying to connect things. Now, they did connect things with Thanos that in the last episode, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with the ending of Infinity War. So that was kind of cool. You could not tell it was that this was in the MCU world. I thought that was, in a way, kind of smart. You cannot always do that with the show. Fit in some kind of Easter egg that happened into an MCU movie because you're just saying to yourself, hey, we're in the MCU. We're part of this world. Come watch our show. It's like, no, it just doesn't look right. It's annoying, to be honest. I kind of wonder what are they going to do in season 7. But what really is interesting, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. gets a season 7 as S.H.I.E.L.D. in the movies is coming back around. Because it seems like S.H.I.E.L.D. is gonna make its return at the end of Avengers 4 and have a huge presence in Spider-Man Far From Home. So maybe that's the reason why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting a season 7, because Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going back to what it was. Now, is Coulson gonna come back? I don't know. There's many things that could happen in this TV show. Could season 7 be the last? To be perfectly honest, we don't know. Because as long as Disney wants to keep it going, ABC will make it. Disney owns ABC. So many things can and probably will happen. We don't know those things. But if you're going to ask me, will season 7 be the last? It's hard to tell. I think season 7 could be the last season because that might put them over 100 episodes. And so when you go over 100 episodes, you get other programming and cable stations play that TV show called syndication. So that's another reason to push it over 100 episodes. To always get that money of syndication and stuff. So, I mean, we should see how these characters develop into in season 7 and also season 6. Yeah, it should. All this should be interesting about what is really going to happen after Avengers 4. How everything in the world of the MCU is truly going to change. Not just in the movies, but in the TV shows. So, yeah, it should be exciting to find out. So, down to topic number 2. There is a leak. I think it was a set leak for Star Wars Episode 9. And it was about Rey's lightsaber. And what the set leak showed. Now, first of all, about this set leak, I want you to take it with a grain of salt. I think take all leaks with a grain of salt. Doesn't matter if it's Star Wars or anything else. But she has that classic blue lightsaber. And maybe she fixed it. Now, they were filming in Jordan. So maybe they're going to Jeddah to replace the crystal. But it seems like she was able to fix the handle of the lightsaber that broke in The Last Jedi while she was having her confrontation with Kylo Ren. So it's very interesting because I think we all thought that she would have a new lightsaber, or even she would turn her staff into a lightsaber. But I think it's pretty cool that they're keeping her to have the blue lightsaber and keeping her to rebuild stuff. So this might be fake, to be honest. It might just be fake, but it's pretty interesting that if this is true, that she rebuilt it, she is using that blue lightsaber. Going on a little side quest for Rey, going to Jeddah to find new lightsaber crystal. But at the same time, I kind of like the idea that she has a broken crystal just as Kylo Ren has a broken crystal. Right? That's kind of cool because they have so many parallels with each other. Why not make it with their lightsaber as well? He has a cracked red crystal. She has a cracked blue crystal. That would be very interesting. Yet again, we don't know if this is true. I mean, they just stopped filming in Jordan, so they're probably going back to London and finishing, because this is what we know about episode 9 right now with filming. They have filmed the first act. That's what we know right now. They filmed so far the first act of the movie, and it looks like they're in the middle of the second act. So I think major things they're going to be filming for the rest of the time, and I think we're really going to get into the meat of episode 9. So expect some crazy leaks, some things that might be true that probably not are true. So I mean, I cannot wait for episode 9 to be perfectly honest. And I still can't believe that they're ending the Skywalker saga. 40 years we've been waiting for this moment. And to be honest, I'm excited and kind of scared. You know, it's finally going to end. I finally get to see what's the end of these Skywalker characters. What's the end of Ben Solo? What's the end of Rey, Finn? What's going to be the end of these characters? But at the same time, I'm kind of sad that they're going to leave. That's unfortunate. But there's no better time that we are right now. The anticipation, the speculation. Enjoy this time because we're not going to have it for a very long one. So now to the last topic of the podcast, and that is the new Lion King teaser trailer that happened on Thanksgiving. Now, I was watching football on Thanksgiving, like all of America, and when that teaser played on TV, I didn't know how much I would like it. I just didn't like it. I got chills watching it. It was such an amazing trailer. To be honest, it was almost the exact way how they did a teaser trailer for the animated Lion King. It was so good. The animals, landscape of Africa, then the amazing opening music that we all know. I'm not going to try to sing it because just as everyone else, I would fail at it. So, but back to the trailer. Because this live action Lion King, I truly believe when it's all said and done, it's going to make over $1 billion. Take that to the bank. Remember this podcast when I said it. Lion King is going to make over $1 billion. And you don't need me to tell you that Lion King is going to make $1 billion, because I'm sure you know as well. I said this before. In this live action Lion King, if the Mufasa death does not make me cry, or you cry, or anybody else cry, they truly failed, because every time I watch the animated Lion King movie, I still cry at Mufasa's death every single time I watch it. It's truly heartbreaking, and especially the setup of it, the stampede, Mufasa saving Simba, Scar betraying Mufasa, then killing him. And I think what makes the scene so heartbreaking to watch, it's Simba. Simba crying for help. Just doesn't get it until Scar tells him that you killed him. But yet we all know Scar killed him. But in Simba's fragile mind, he believes Scar that he killed him. It's such heartbreaking scene. Now, I've been hearing some people that it's going to be Avengers 4 at the box office. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to go over $1 billion. But I don't think it's going to be Avengers 4 at the box office, because there's too much anticipation. There's too much hype just for the trailer. The first trailer alone. I don't think so. I think it's going to be around Black Panther numbers. It did about 1.3. I think that's a good number for the Lion King live action. So yeah, that's what I think it's going to make. Now, is it going to be the same as the animated movie? Well, obviously they're not going to put every single song in there, because I think it's expected to have Hakuna Matata, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and many others. And obviously you're going to have a solo for Beyonce. And I'm hearing that there's going to be one on Broadway. A song that they use on Broadway, they're going to put into the film. This is probably going to be on a lot of people's list as most anticipated movie in 2019, along with Avengers and other movies. There are many reasons to be excited for the live-action Lion King movie, and I cannot wait to see the full trailer to see how much different, because Jungle Book was kind of different, but did the same notes as the animation, but it had its own spin on it. So I think Jon Favreau will have his own spin on Lion King, but he's going to hit the classic notes. He's going to make it feel like it's the same. It's just going to have a little twist, a little difference to it, because you don't want the same movie. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they made the retelling of the live action Lion King the same as animation. That's such a great movie. I wouldn't mind. So, but I don't think that's going to happen. The director is going to have his own twist. He's probably going to put more dialogue. He's probably going to put more story that there was in an animation movie. So we're just going to have to see what happens and see how good it is. So that would be all on the Jordan Davis podcast. Now, I hope you have a blessed day and always be nerdtastic.